This story you're about to read is about parental negligence and how it destroyed my innocence. My parents didn't neglect me financially. I had everything: expensive gifts, a beautiful home, and all my needs were met. But emotionally, I was invisible. They were never there to listen to me, never around when I truly needed them. And that ruined my life. I hope you read this and learn from my story. My name is Chizzy, and everything started to fall apart shortly after my 15th birthday. Mom and Dad bought me so many expensive gifts that year, but they didn't give them to me in person. The maid handed them over, saying, "Your parents asked me to give you these." That was it. No hugs, no birthday wishes, just gifts without presents. I felt bad, but what could I do? My parents always chose work over me. That's how it had always been. No time, no attention, just silence in a house full of luxury. Until he came. My former driver, an elderly man who had driven me since I was a child, got a better job and had to leave. It took my parents a whole week to get me a new one, and the day he arrived, my life changed. He wasn't like the old driver. He was tall, young, and good-looking, too good-looking. But from the first moment, I didn't like him. There was something off. His flirty smirks, the way he licked his lips seductively whenever he opened the car door for me, the way he stared at me through the rearview mirror, his eyes lingering too long. It all disgusted me. But I stayed quiet, because I had learned to mind my business, because I had learned not to expect anyone to defend me, not even my parents. I kept quiet, just like I always did. Until one day, something happened. Raymond had just picked me up from school and driven me home. He parked in the yard, and as I bent over to pick up my bag, he grabbed my backside and squeezed it softly. I spun around, shocked. There he was, smiling sheepishly without even a hint of regret. I couldn't control myself. I slapped him hard across the face. He instantly placed his palm on his burning cheek, still looking stunned. "Don't you ever try that with me again," I snapped, "or I'll report you to my parents." Then I walked angrily into the house. That night I stayed up late, waiting for Mom and Dad to return. I was determined to tell them what happened, to ask for a new driver, or at the very least, make them warn Raymond to stay away from me. But when they came home, they didn't want to hear it. "I had a long day, Chizzy. Go to your room," Mom said sluggishly, already changing into her nightwear. And Dad? He didn't even let me finish talking. "Do you know how long it took me to find you a new driver?" he said sharply. "I even skipped work just to book appointments with top agencies, just to get you the best. And all you do is complain? You're such an ungrateful child." Tears welled up in my eyes as I left their room. I felt rejected. I felt invisible. I felt like I didn't matter at all. Then came the day everything changed. It was just another afternoon. Raymond came to pick me up from school after extramural classes. I got into the back seat, greeted him weakly, and leaned my head against the side of the car. I was exhausted from school, so I drifted off to sleep. I assumed we were heading home, but when I opened my eyes some minutes later, I wasn't home. I was in a strange, isolated house. "What are we doing here?" I asked Raymond, confused and scared. He didn't answer. He just gave me that same unsettling smile and told me to get out of the car. And that was the beginning of my nightmare with Raymond. To be continued. Subscribe to my channel to continue reading. 800 likes, 300 long comments, and 10 shares to unlock.